arts and culture people like they're like laughing, making jokes about like they are like look and this is like and stuff. But still there is 50% of the people who are ready to stand with them and has the same opinion. So, and every other field, I would guess, they would take this as a kind of a constructive critic or like normal. If somebody would say this about us, so I would take it as like something needs to be changed instead of like rejecting it. But it's so strange that many times, I don't know, at least in Finland, it's like no, we are kind of like we are the real artists. You know? Yes.
It seems like no one really got what they meant. The true things they meant just that the granting system is a political system. Someone decides who gets the money, and they kind of demanded better art. While they said that postmodern art should be not have value. But the point was just that what they had to say was that we demand better art for our money. It's like it's quite normal, I think as an opinion. If you give your money to the system and the system gives it something to. But the arts scenery, they thought it was some kind of fascist. Just a shadow from Mussolini's Italy or something. They didn't realize the point.
Who gets to decide the value of what is good and bad art?
Well, it's done as we speak. So someone secretary of some yhdistys, mikä nyt on association decides, like, for example, quite big association.
The Swedish.
Yeah.
The Swedes again.
Some secretary decides who gets the money for next year.
And that's like
It's quite political.
Yeah, but I don't think it's about, the question is about like what is like the goodness of art or whatever, because like as we were talking, it's about somehow to be able to access, whether it comes through education or just through dialogue, but the dialogue is not happening at the moment, and there the problem lies in there, not in if the art is good or bad, but then like does it serve, like how does it talk?
But it tells something, this whole thing tells something about the art establishment in Finland, because the artist, as Pekka said, we're laughing, making jokes and thinking someone as a fascist, not really getting the point and giving an answer or an analyze or do something,
or even examining what does it mean.
Yeah. Because it's quite established. Like you get an education of an artist, the basic thing, and then you get to be an artist. State gives you money, and that's it. That's like it's just someone is a farmer, another one is an artist. Shouldn't be like that, I think.
Example, last week one story. I was Pirkanmaan ammattikorkeakoulu. I was one school where this mikä nämä ovat
Central. Regional center for what?
Okay.
For giving money to the project.
Yeah. Okay, but they want to that someday they can go to school and give you some lesson that how culture help your health or something like that. Okay, I was meeting one or couple person from this one school, and they think that maybe they can buy from us some dance or some other art for them special needs. I say that that's a good idea, but I read from your internet page that here is also study socially and health. Your same school. can't like buy from us this service, and they can learn how to use it to special kids. Same because they are same school. Oh, you are so positive. I say, hey, come on, this is your school and this is your opportunity to that your studies get more better education, and also when they are ready, they don't have to go other school to learn this. Why you can give it to service like that? I don't know, but you are same building. Yeah, but because our structures it's so complicated. But your social they are upstairs and the special need is downstairs. Why you can walk and do like that? No. So that's me. That's tell about something that they don't want. Then I say to her that come on, this is if you really want, it is only your attitude. If you really want, you will make it that it come true. And she said, she was very quiet after that.
Pekka, can you row me to the shore? Yes. I'd like to excuse myself. It was nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Have
Thank
a
you,
pleasant life and success. Likewise.
Would anyone else like to get in the boat?
I might adjourn as well.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Mikko, hauskoja bileitä.
Getting a little nipply out here.
Nähdään.
Nipply.
To the boat now? Yeah, I might go in.
You don't have stuff.
Does anybody have a key? Because I locked the door.
The key to my room is stuck in the lock at the back of the apartment.
Oh yeah.
She called.
No. She.
No. She walked to. Okay.
Yeah, I saw
Maybe
her
she
walking.
has the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least it's in your
Yeah,
on your door.
it's on my door.
So we take the key from you can lend Karin's key.
You know where my apartment is?
Yes.
There's a key that's in the door, in the lock.
Okay.
Just take that one, that'll open the Archuleta building. So, okay. I feel like we're talking around. Thank you. I'm so going to lose my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in your pocket.
I'm recording. But okay. We're talking around so many issues. There's dissimilarity and similarity between these different social structures and hierarchical structures in art. But I mean, you were coming from the perspective of needing to. Okay, so what Mikko was saying is the true Finns want better art. But maybe your challenge in your work is to expose people to art so that it's not so much that, so that it's not just stuff from 25 or 30 years ago, maybe modern art, things like that, that are recognizable as art.
Of course, have to be pro, but also pro people have to realize that everybody's not pro. You know, that they can meet each other in some way. And if you are pro, you can special.
Okay.
So I believe that you will find other people who is also special. So you will meet them, but you have to also realize that most of people are not special, or they think that they are out.
You're talking about just perception too, just the way you see the world and being exposed to creative things, right? Is it raining?
It's starting.
Oh,
You left just and starting with the way you just see the world, how you're seeing things, like creative.
so what do you want to know?
I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I keep my camera to like under the here. Can you?
I mean, in the U.S., like this discussion, like happened in the 1980s. We had a huge grant funding body, the NEA, the National Endowment for the Arts, and there was a big controversy about these artists, poor artists who made controversial work that was considered blasphemous and not good and really bad art by the conservative politicians. And they used it as a platform to gut all of the arts funding.
The national funding,
Exactly,
national
the
level
national,
funding.
like state funding. And it killed a lot of small independent art spaces and a lot of opportunities for artists to make a living from granting. And it was sort of, it feels a little bit like this discussion that you guys are talking about with the Truth Bend. It's like a conservative group stood up and said, this isn't the kind of art that we want taxpayers to be funding. We need better art. We need, art that's respectable or whatever general judgment that people make about art. And ever since then, it's just sort of like it's been a kind of a challenge. And there's been a lot of discussion in the past,
It's getting
10 years
worse,
about artists working together to create different opportunities for arts administration, arts education, and arts funding and organizing. But it's been very grassroots in the sense that like people have been working, on networks like this to brainstorm different ideas so that it's not always working with the state.
Yeah, that's where I see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the market crashing in
Yeah.
New York is bubble bursting. There's pros and cons, obviously. I think that was a good thing for that because there's so much more like community art spaces and artists working spaces. So it's not.
Apartment galleries.
Yeah, there's so much going, and that's exciting. Like that past
Yeah,
couple
because
years
I think like
grown a lot.
still the truth is that the granting system is as well killing something. Like people become lazy, and that's the problem in the north. Like in the countries where we have a good granting system, it's not like the artists. They don't like if we can talk about the responsibility, they don't care about it.
That was something that actually stood out to me that you said. This is related but on a totally different subject about the socialized systems here. You and I were talking one day and you were talking about like the car at Artelas. Like you guys think of it as the residents' car, at least when you have your own car you do, and then the residents all drive it and they don't think of it as theirs, and so this lack of specific ownership kind of decreases a sense of personal responsibility, that maybe things that are shared by a larger group, no one knows how to take responsibility for it because everyone is a part of it. But I'm curious about that on like the larger scale in any culture, because we have like no socialized anything except for some of our old age care and a little bit of assistance for low-income people in the United States, but we have comparatively very little social support. And they are coming back. Yeah, okay.
Don't worry. You guys.
They aren't over there with flaming arrows trying to set this on fire, are they? No. But like on the larger scale, which Finland is not really a large scale. Finland has the population of the city that I live in the United States, and so I really am curious how it functions on this scale of this many people gathered together. I could see in all of us our ability to go back to our communities and do work and even work collaboratively over distance if we had commitment and things like this. But how to take ownership of things once we get to be a larger group than this. Like we're starting a website or like a blog. Who will want to take partial ownership of that? All of the process of getting out here on the raft was multiple people having various levels of participation. And so how does responsibility become something that is shared between people? How do people feel about their own responsibility to something? How do you mitigate those differences? These are just ongoing me in working in any kind of collaborative format. But then specifically when you have kind of a group ownership, I don't know how that works because I don't have a good example of it in my
Muista Pekka ottaa köysi sieltä. Kiinnitä se vene.
I think we keep moving, right? Because it's raining.
Yeah, we should get in the boat. We can't all get in the boat though.
No.
So we have to wait.
Pidä siitä veneestäkin. Teemu kopittaa.
We have a tarp.
Maybe people with electronics.
Electronics, yeah. Super fun.
Oh yeah.